All right. Good evening, everyone. This is the New Oaks AI podcast. I want to welcome you to the broadcast. I'm your host, Leland Best of Best Studios LLC, along with my guest, as always, Ray Luan, CEO of New Oaks and EasySite AI. So thanks for coming, Ray. How's it going today?
Everything's going well. Where
Good.
it's
Good.
warm outside. Yeah, winter's coming though. And Halloween.
Yes.
Halloween, Black Friday. So those are the
Yeah,
two big.
Halloween's big for sure. I'm excited. Did you guys do anything special for Halloween, like a Halloween themed website or any kind of templates that people
Yeah,
put together? Did you?
yeah. Probably do some Halloween theme improvements with our chatbot
Yeah.
profile. I mean chatbot
Yeah.
icon. Yeah.
That should be good. I'll go take a look at it. So there's a little bit of things, I was actually surprised some of the news you sent me today, right? When I was looking at it, I was like, wow, this thing is a little the timeline's changing, isn't it? It seems Andre had a lot of things to say the other day when it
Yep.
comes to Andrej Karpathy. If you're not sure who we're talking about, you want to tell us who this renowned expert is and what he had to say about machine learning and deep learning just the other day.
Sure. Andrej Karpathy is OpenAI's research scientist, I mean, former OpenAI research scientist and head of Tesla's AI team. So he is one of the most famous AI researcher, I mean, engineers, right? And then recently he had a very um, very unique opinion about AGI, right? But when everybody is saying AGI is coming within 6 to 12 months or 1 or 2 years, but Andre just recently announced that in the YouTube podcast announced that AGI still has 10 years away from us, which I personally
That's a
figured is
lot.
probably true. Yeah. Um, well, I mean, it's a
He's
little
no
bit
slouch.
aggressive. I mean, that announcement is a little bit aggressive, but I
It is.
think there's a lot of insights in it because I also watched another podcast from Rich Sutton,
Okay.
which is Turing Award winner, right? In
Hmm.
in It's about his theory about AI is that the real AI is not cannot be large language model based. He
I would
gave an
agree with that.
example. Yeah,
I would
he
agree.
gave an example that the real AI is like something like AI model can learn as animals, not only humans, right? Large language model is invented by human because animals
Yeah.
don't have language. I mean, they don't have
No,
text,
they
so
don't have people
cannot.
teaching them in school
Yeah,
how to read and write.
exactly.
None
So,
of that.
but how animals learn, how animals can gain the intelligence is that like example is like squirrel, right? The animal
Mhm.
squirrel. Squirrel will perceive action and feedback means that if it wants eat something, right?
Sure.
It will go out to find something and
Hmm.
then eat it and taste it. And if doesn't fit right or is not good tasting, it
It
will
doesn't
give
eat it
up.
again.
It doesn't eat it, and they will find a new food, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
so the whole process is that learning from the real environment, the real world. So the problem of large language model or the AI we have is that
Mhm.
only learn from the text knowledge base or image or videos that human feed to the model.
Yeah.
It cannot learn from the real world, and it cannot learn during the process,
True.
during the working process, right? So I think that's also AJ's opinion that the real AI should also learn during the working process. That's
Hmm.
number one point. And number
Hmm.
two is that it has to interact with the real world and then learn from the interaction, the feedback from the interaction. So
Hmm.
the AGI should have the intelligence of a squirrel, right? Animal. It can perceive something and
Hmm.
then take some action and then get some feedback. It has to go through that loop in order to get the real intelligence. So
Yeah.
that's what.
I
Yeah,
can I can see AI starting to, in the future anyway, build its own synapse where it's actually creating more internal neural networks to work with, so that
yeah,
as it grows, it learns about itself, and then it's
yeah,
going to realize, okay, I couldn't do it that way last time, so I'm going to try this new way. And it's just going to create new pathways to be able to come up with solutions to problems. And when it's able to do that, then it's going to function like we said. The AGI is not going to be 10 years would probably be a good guess, but I don't know that anyone can really forecast how long it's going to take us to get there. You know what I mean?
right.
It's just going to be a bunch
Yeah,
of hit and miss, trial and error until we actually do. But having a deadline as to when we will achieve that, I think that's a grandiose type of
right.
prediction that none
Yeah,
of us can really make yet. I don't
yeah.
think anybody.
No one has the capability of an oracle, right? We may not.
What does the AI say? I mean, what have people asked like the AI itself? What do you think it's going to take before you become sentient, or what? I mean, it's almost like a self proposed or a
Well,
self
yeah,
prophesying
right.
type
It
thing.
depends on which AI you ask, right? If you ask
Yeah.
GPT, probably will be more optimistic. If you ask
Mhm.
Grok,
Mhm.
it will be sarcastic. I
True.
think so. They have different personalities. So the
I
way
agree.
that AI model evolves, I think different AI models just have different personality and different strengths,
Mhm.
just like human, right? Because for example, you're very good at media and broadcasting,
Yeah, I try.
and I'm probably a little bit better at coding, or so those
For
are
sure.
like what differentiate between us. So I think it applies to AI models, right? Different AI
Mhm.
has
Mhm.
different strengths. Um,
Well, he mentioned
so
self-driving cars too. He was like, why it took so long, because it is like doing it the way Elon did it and just going with nothing but vision controls and being able to make solutions based on what the AI sees and can
yeah,
interpret from what it sees was definitely a bold endeavor. I can't lie to
yes,
that.
so
So he went all
exactly,
out and he
yeah.
pulled it off.
So
Oh,
hello,
did we
can you
lose
hear
you?
me?
Yeah, I can
No,
hear you.
no,
It
no.
was just a little blip in the network there. I saw it.
Okay, okay,
Yep,
yeah.
we're good.
It's okay.
So
Yeah.
let's go
So
ahead and go ahead. Go ahead.
mhm. Well, just last comments on the autonomous driving. So I think why it took so long, because before the transformer model was
Mhm.
invented, it was not end-to-end training, which means that you
No.
feed the algorithm with videos and images, right? And then output
Mhm.
is video and images. So the AI model can learn from the data itself.
Yep.
It does
Yep.
not need to rely on the rules engine, right? A different rules or use cases to determine what the algo should do. So I think that transformer model just is critical role that in the autonomous driving's progress.
Yeah. And then on the side note, outside of all of that, there wasn't a lot of big news in AI this week, but Claude had a small announcement to make anyway, and they've been making improvements regularly. I see they changed their terms of services. I went in there to open up Sonnet 4.5. So tell
Yeah,
me a little bit about the updates going on over there.
yeah. Claude recently released the skills, which is more like OpenAI's agent builder. The skills literally is a component, or that you can, like users like you and me can actually upload our code to
Yeah.
Claude
Oh, okay.
to implement some features. It's like a user generated function calls.
Gotcha.
So yeah, with that is it will equip Cloud a lot of features and functions that they cannot make build by themselves,
Hmm.
which is more powerful, like OpenAI's AI agent builder.
Hmm. Oh, cool. I didn't know
Yeah.
they did
So
this. So this is on par, not on par per se, but they are throwing some agentive access in the back end by the looks of it, where
right.
we can just go ahead and start building agents.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
cool.
start building agent and upload your code. So they call skills, right? So basically,
Hmm.
user build skills for cloud.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, I'm
that's
just
the
telling you, this
concept.
is just a small video available. If you just search Claude skills, you should see the first page where it's basically showing them how to run through some of the different variants that you can attach it to, like a pitch deck or. Oh, this is kind of cool. That'd be nice to have some ability like that to where it's at least playing around with it. I don't normally use Claude that often, except for small code. I've got it built in, obviously, to the back end of EasySite, and that kind of segues into the next little announcement over at EasySite. So tell us what's going on over there, Ray.
Yeah, so at EasySite, we had a lot of progress. So recently, there's three major improvement that we just published. The first is that we use multiple AI models. We used to only use Cloud Code 4 and 4.5. Now we also included GPT-5 because GPT's coding capability has been improved over time. And
Nice.
also we include Gemini 2.5.
How's
So we
Gemini
have three.
doing for code? I was curious how well that was working. I haven't used Gemini for code at all.
Yeah, it was okay. It was not bad. I have to say,
Okay, good.
Gemini was not bad, but it's not as good. But the cost is probably cheaper than
Yeah,
Cloud and
yeah.
also GPT-5. So, and recently, Cloud also released Haiku 4.5 for coding. It's much
Oh, really?
cheaper than, yeah. So that's another model that we may integrate.
So, what are the benefits then, Ray, versus when you're dealing with the Claude Sonnet versus Haiku 4.5 anyway? What would the main benefits be right now using either of those two models?
Sure, good question. So the main benefit is that first we can lower down the cost of tokens because in general the coding tends to consume a lot more tokens than any other tasks, right? So by the combination of different models like GPT-5 and Cloud and Gemini, um, we actually can use different model in different scenarios. For example, if in chat mode, we can use a cheaper model, right? Just
Oh,
to
okay.
plan
Sure.
the coding or debug the code.
That
But
makes
for
sense.
when it comes to actually execute code, for example, a very complicated backend knowledge is better use Cloud 4.5, Sonnet 4.5 because it's more sophisticated, it's more
I get it.
capable. But when you
Yeah.
execute some simple tasks, for example, just generate a landing page, probably we just use either GPT-5 or Cloud 3.7. So just to
Well, that's
manage the
nice.
cost. Mhm.
So I'm just showing on the screen right where they can go between the dev mode and the chat mode. And down here at the bottom where it shows the model of the LLM you're going to use, you simply decide during each phase which model you're going to use. So you could use the cheaper model to do the chatting and use the more expensive model to finalize the coding, or even on light code or more less intricate subroutines and things like that. You could certainly use the lighter code generator to develop front end page work, HTML, any of the other stuff that you just need for simple graphic work, CSS, other stuff like that, and not really run a big risk. But when you start getting into, interactions with finance, any of the connections to Stripe and Google and things of that nature, you're going to want a more high end programming interface. So pretty cool, Ray.
Yep.
I like it. Awesome
Yep.
stuff. You got anything else for us today? We're only 15 minutes into the broadcast today. We're going to find something to talk
Yeah.
about this afternoon, aren't we? Unless we make them shorter. That's always the possibility as we continue to evolve out here at New Oaks and EasySite. Things are going to start to tighten up a little bit. We're not going to have a lot of new feature announcements. What do you think is going to come next, Ray? I know we've got 3 new templates. Let's just talk about those for a minute. You had the first one, which was the Nano Banana replacement. Then we came up with another one to help with Sora and VO3 so that we could combine and make our own image or video generator. Now, what have you just added as the third template?
Yeah. So the third one is we already have Nano Banana and the Easy View, which is the video model with Sora and View 3.5, 3.1, right?
Hmm?
And then the third one we released is AI Clip. Um, AI Clip is customized for turning product image into short video clips, which means that if you're e-commerce owner or small business owner, you can turn one product image into a short viral video
Hmm.
clip just for advertising on either on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok.
Nice.
So it's specially designed for a use case of e-commerce and
Mhm.
other like you know, business.
Basically any kind
Just
of product videos, eBay, ecom, whatever you're placing
yeah,
your products, you could even
whatever.
use them on your own website after the fact.
Yeah,
So, but it's
tangible
basically
product.
something. Is it kind of like all does all the background imagery around your product, and it's kind of turn? Is it like spin your product around and give different points of perspective and
It
things of that
does.
nature? Oh, cool.
It does.
Yeah,
So there are two mode. One option is a model voiceover. So there will be a model holding your product and just to verbally to introduce the features or
oh, cool.
unique selling point of a product, right? Probably will start to use the product a little bit, not just holding and talk. It can
Yeah.
use your product, any motions that you want. Okay.
Oh, and
And
we
the other
forgot
one,
one, Ray. Yeah, we forgot
yep.
about this one.
Oh yeah, the first one is AI headshot, which means that
Yeah,
you can turn a casual selfie image into a formal headshot. For example, your LinkedIn headshot or resume headshot, any like serious headshot you want to use in
yeah.
your daily life. Yeah.
I like that. That should be fun. That's one of the things I saw people, they spent a lot of time and effort trying to get that type of result that was consistent off of one image of somebody and get them in various locations in an office setting or
Yeah.
outside or at a picnic table or at a desk or whatever. And it took a lot of effort to make those images at first. It was
Yeah.
that could never get the consistency. You always had them
Yeah.
look a little like you did those ones for Ross and I in the very beginning, and a lot of
Yeah.
people looked at that picture and said, that doesn't even look like you. And I was like, well, yeah, not exactly. But now you look
Yeah.
just like yourself. And they go across the board with, you could have a picture of you with your hair all messed up and they would still be able to put you in nice blowback hair or a fedora or
Any
whatever. You
hairstyle.
would look,
Yep.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It's
Anybody
kind
like
of crazy.
yeah.
So, what do you see then as some of the next evolutionary steps here, Ray, for yourself? I know myself, I'm playing around with the AI and automations, but I see a lot of these interfaces where we're now able to create automations just by requesting them in text on an LLM interface, where we say, okay, I need an automation that connects this to this to this, and then it does this result. And all of a sudden, you've got this big expanse of JSON data that you can put a workflow together. What do you
Yeah.
think's the next step? I mean, agents 10 years out for good agent of AI, but is there something in between or no?
Yeah, I think 10 years out, the agent is definitely the direction. What
Mhm.
agent means that, so there are two definitions about the agents. One is that we as human, we take control, right? Agents work with us in a co-pilot mode. And the second option is that we let AI took the full control of our workflow. Means that the agent will decide what is the next step and plan, execute, and give the result and the feedback. So it's about who's control the whole process.
Yeah.
I think right now, my bet is that humans still needs to be in control. You don't
Mhm.
want to hands your credit card to AI agent and allow it to buy
Just that.
anything. It wants, right? But
It's scary
over
enough we hand him the wheel. I mean, I'm still getting beyond that to
that,
where I'm not even ready to
yeah,
let you were bold enough and daring enough and trusting enough of AI to actually get in a moving vehicle that was not, necessarily always under your control, even though you sat
right.
in the driver's seat. There's going to be that point in time where we're just going to get in the back seat of a taxi where there's like in most of the movies you see where the little blow up driver pops up and he takes over driving the car.
Yeah,
I see that, it's obviously in our future, but I'm not ready to get in the back seat yet.
I think AI autonomous driving is one type of AI agent. But
Mhm.
moving forward in the future, I think embodiment means that
Sure.
human like robot will
Mhm.
be more and more dominant. That's the real AI means that it can interact with the real world, right? And
Yeah.
then learn over the time, learn about the world during the interaction. So
Mhm.
I think that's the direction of AGI in general is coming
Mhm.
really soon, I think, maybe 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, I think you're
Um,
right. I do. I
yeah,
think it'll be a little before his prediction when it comes to something that will be beneficial anyway, something that we can actually apply in a practical way and not
yeah,
just think grand, think of all these really cool things we could do, which is what a lot of it is. A lot of it's dream talk, some of it anyway. But we always seem to find a way to make our dreams come true in this world. So we'll find a way either way. All
Exactly.
right, Ray.
So
Is there anything you want to leave them with before we go then today? We'll just wrap it up as a short 20-minute podcast
yeah,
update today.
sure. We are because the next event is Halloween and Black
Mhm,
Friday, so we
mhm.
probably will run two marketing campaigns.
Oh, okay.
One is Halloween campaign, the other is Black Friday.
Mhm.
Our new direction is that we're going to make EasySite an AI app factory. So we'll keep pushing out full stack apps as template so that you can choose whatever app you like. So we in the coming Halloween campaign, we are going to have a bundle sales of EasySite product with
Okay.
one or two of our production ready apps together, so that
Nice.
you can pay less but get more. So
So
that's the
what
next
was
step.
you made a mention too, and I forgot to bring it up about adding an AI chatbot on the main page. It sounds like we kind of went the other way last time, but was this an add-on that was brought in recently? Something else that you did an update to?
Yeah, so what we're planning to do is that we are adding more AI tools on the main page of
Oh,
EasySite.
okay.
Yeah, so AI chat is the only first two, and secondly, we are going to add Nano Banana onto EasySite, which means that when you build your website, you can actually,
Create
produce or
graphics
generate
for it
images.
while you're
Yeah,
there. I
yeah,
love you. That is what we've been,
yeah,
that's what I wanted to see. That's kind of the main, I think that's something
yeah,
a lot of us have been waiting for because
yeah,
we always see this all-in-one. I run an entire brand of software under the all-in-one concept that everything should
yeah,
be kind of self-contained, but we've
yeah,
always had that separation of website and chatbot. It's always been this gap, and you made the first, I feel, authentic connection between a
yeah,
website builder and a chatbot offering and made them
yeah,
one. And now
yeah,
you're kind of going even one step further and
yeah,
allowing us to now create the content for the website, which is images,
exactly.
videos, anything that you might want to
Yeah,
throw on the page right within the
yeah,
builder. That's huge.
exactly,
That's
exactly. Yeah, all in one.
do
We're
the mind blow right now because that's what we just had.
yeah,
Thank you,
exactly.
Ray.
So that
I'm
yeah,
excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to see
me
it in
too.
action. So if you want to
Yep.
check it out, you got to go over to easysite.ai. If you want to check out newoaks.ai, that's still functional as well as an e-commerce and real estate chatbot, but it's now been built into EasySite for a lot easier accommodations. And Ray's also added 4 new templates, obviously, to the build. So you can go ahead and have your own Nano Banana. You can have your own Sora 3 generator. You can have your own AI clip generator, and you can also create your own AI custom profiles for your business personalities. So great job, Ray. I can't express it more. And it's the fact that you come by here every 2 weeks just to let us know what's happening over at your businesses, openly building all the time. So we thank you for that. You've always brought that to the table. So we appreciate it. Just give us a goodbye and we're out of here, Ray. I hope to see you next. We got 2 weeks out. So have a happy Halloween if you're out here in the US. And if you're anywhere else celebrating your
Yeah.
holidays during this period, please do so. We will be switching up the time soon, Ray. Our daylight savings starts at the end of after Halloween, so it'll be that first week in
Okay.
November. So I suspect by our next broadcast, we should be back to the 8 o'clock format if everything works out right between Ray and I, and that his time frame works out for that. We'll figure it out by then. So
All
thanks a
right.
bunch, Ray. Ready to go?
See you.
All right, you
See
have
you
a good day,
tomorrow.
Ray. Take care of yourself. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, bye bye.
We are out of here.